Shelby Michelle with FHL Design Co. and today we have a Q&A. We are talking paint colors, business, furniture selections, and all things home design. I will put timestamps down below so you can jump to questions that maybe are most relevant to you.
I love the Q&As. I love your feedback. I love your questions. I love bouncing things off of my friends.
Yeah, it's fun. Okay, so our first topic is paint color. I think every Q&A should have a paint color question because even we have paint color questions.
Yes, we do.
It's just a lifelong design journey.
Yeah, and it's very impactful. So we love paint.
Yeah, just one slight tweak of an undertone can make a huge difference. And you have multiple whites in your house, so you're a great example of using color well. And the question is, what is the paint color in your bathroom?
It's Wevet white, and I love it. It's Farrow and Ball, and I will tell you why I love this white is because it's just very warm and plays really well with all other colors, including the Shoji white in my bedroom.
So I wouldn't use warm as a descriptor, not because I would say it plays well with warm colors, and I don't really understand it. As someone who sees undertones really well, I would not say it has like an orange or a yellow undertone like most warm colors.
Right.
But there's something about it that doesn't, like normally a stark white or a cool white is really harsh with a warm white. So
this is, they describe it as gossamer, like kind of just ethereal gossamer white. So it's not bright, but it's also not.
It's not too warm.
Too warm.
So it's one of those, like, what are you? We love a chameleon color. We love one that can play well with others. So that's a good one. And you can color match Farrow and Ball colors at like Home Depot, Sherwin-Williams.
Yeah.
Because Farrow and Ball is
very pricey.
Yes.
But I did use the Farrow and Ball paint, and I will say I kind of understand it is a really quality paint.
Yeah, expensive. Okay, so I really need help deciding on a white for a space with not too much light. Entire first floor with a 20-foot fireplace.
So we're seeing everything kind of move warmer these days. So we don't want anything to be stark. We still like alabaster. We feel like it's a warm white. It's creamy. And there's a lot of creamy whites that we like to use right now just because things are going so much warmer.
Yeah, so I do not feel comfortable giving someone a color with this little information, and almost don't feel comfortable giving a color unless I'm in person and getting exposed to a color swatch on the wall in morning, evening, and middle of the day lighting. I know that's wild, but I feel like there's so much that can happen. A paint color can look completely different in the evening than the morning, which is why we always recommend big giant swatches on the wall. But what I can do is give you 3 different colors that I'm loving right now based on trends that you can put swatches on your wall. So like Mom said, alabaster. I think alabaster is gonna stand the test of time.
It's timeless. I've used it for the last 50 years. Maybe not 50 years, but I have used it for a long time. I've used it in 3 homes.
You have.
That I've lived in.
Yeah, and it just goes with so many different styles. It's just a great color. We have been loving Sherwin-Williams White Duck.
White Duck.
White Duck. We used that at the Park Place house, and it is a great white. And I love that we went a little bit modern in that space, as well as caught it. I don't know. We really mixed it up in there.
Yeah.
And it still looked great, even though it's pretty warm. And then the next one, what should we tell them? Another warm one.
You love whites. So
I do love whites. Well, one that I've been seeing a lot of people do, and we've recommended it, is Benjamin Moore Revere Pewter at 50%. And that's kind of like even though it's actually like a beigey color, when you lighten it so much, it becomes a warm white. And so it's something that you could definitely use as a white. If you didn't want to go so warm, I would say Wevet is a great option. Snowbound is, it's also one of those where it's kind of a cooler white, but it doesn't get too white. I don't know. Like, I think it just depends on your vibe.
And honestly, people are almost moving to so creamy. It's, would you call it?
Some people are even, it almost looks yellow, like
Tan.
Yeah, we're
mushroom, beige, tan, all those things that we used to.
Oh,
beige, but things are going so warm, but they're modern warm. It's not your old warm.
Yeah, and I wish I could give you a straight answer. I just think there's so many different opportunities depending on your style, your
just go like crazy and paint your whole house blue.
Hey, I think if you can pull it off, I'm all for a great, go be your own person, be your own style. Okay, so I just wanted to, while we were giving paint color shout out specifically whites, your Shoji white bedroom.
That is a very warm white.
Yes, it got a lot of attention on a short that we did, and I loved how many people mentioned that they are using it in their own homes. Now, again, this is a very warm white, and I think in some reflections could show yellow. So test your colors, swatches on the wall.
Yep.
We love to take risk, but calculated risk. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so the next question is about our warehouse tour video, and they are asking where the books that our placemats are from.
Everywhere. But we have this great group of gals, and we have gone to estate sales. We've gone to warehouses that are post-estate sale to find books.
Source things in Round Top. We've bought storage units. We source in every way that you can. We've even gone to Dallas Market. And honestly, with books, these came from all over the place. We were just looking for certain sizes. So I think...
What about the estate sale with the dogs?
We did go to a estate sale to source some things, and now even when we're doing design projects, not just for the warehouse sale, the whole point in the warehouse was to source things for design projects and then be able to have an abundance of that, and then whatever we don't end up using is up for grabs.
But this warehouse sale is so fun because it's not just our things, but things that so many other friends bring together. But the dog estate sale was full of dog books, and we probably got, I don't know, a dozen or more dog books, and those were so fun.
And dog art.
They had engraved dog glasses.
Yeah.
They had, anything that could have a dog on it.
Yeah. So we just sourced from all over the place, and I love that you asked. But another thing that was asked more than a dozen times was, when will you sell online? And we are not quite ready to sell treasured finds like that. We'd have to make a product listing for every single item. It would be a lot of work, but we are exploring some online options specifically for art, t-shirts, merchandise, coffee mugs. And so that's why we're...
Tea towels.
Yeah.
All the littles.
All the little things that we can get many of. And so that brings us to today's sponsor, Printful. I actually have used Printful for other businesses. You get to be the expert at the creative side, so designing those things, and that is
amazing. I've loved when you've used it.
Yeah, so one thing that I'm looking at right now is we want aprons for the whole team, and we'd also love to share them with you. They have aprons that you can embroider. You can even do art like canvases with frames, and they're wrapped. And if you know, art can be really expensive.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of times it's big, so it's hard to ship. So that is one of those things that's really awesome to have. Printful is a print-on-demand service. It connects to Shopify, which we use Shopify not only online but also in person. So it's really cool to be able to see other people accomplish dreams. There's so many different avenues to make money, connect with people, celebrate,
and make it personal.
So if you want to build your own dreams, make sure to check out Printful. want to see somebody do some like cool embroidery. We need some like cozy fall t-shirts, sweaters. So there's a business idea for you guys while we're at it. Thank you, Printful, for sponsoring today's video. One thing I have actually never got a question about, because I think people assume they're vintage, is people want to know the link for the Jenny Lind bed and the Park Place twin room.
Well, we will find that link for you and put it below in cards, but I will tell you it was extremely cost effective. And one thing we loved in that room was that we sourced things from, flea markets and garage sales, and then the throws were from Anthropology. We found things on Amazon.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just a hodgepodge of, and it all came together, the wallpaper.
Yeah.
And so I love that space because it tells a story, and it was, kind of a high-low game, I guess you'd say.
Yeah, definitely. The light was from Amazon. The wall sconces from Amazon. The wallpaper was from a company called Love Versus Design. It was custom colored, but still very cost effective. And I made the prints. So one of the things that made it very personal was I had the book Mother Goose. Mm-hmm. Was it Mother Goose? Yeah, we found it at an antique mall.
At an antique mall, and then it had these plummy colors in it. So I copied those pages and framed them with frames from Target, and voila. And I think if you look through that whole room, it feels elevated, even though we used a lot of cost-effective pieces. And I will also say those beds, even though they were cost-effective, they're great quality because she's had her grandbabies jumping on them ever since we installed them.
Yeah.
And they are really holding up.
Yeah, and they're so cute.
They look so good.
And I think the bedding that was paired with the Anthropology, wasn't that from Target? Or did we get that from Amazon too?
Yeah, we got Target sheets and we got Amazon quilts. And I mean, y'all.
We just when you do the whole house, the kid spaces are always the things that need to take the budget break.
Yes.
And so, but we were bound and determined, when you get a vision, we needed to accomplish that.
Yes.
So, okay, people are asking, where can we tour Stephanie's home? I don't see Stephanie's home in the cards. Can you please give me a link? And I think there's some confusion on how to find links, but I'm going to show you. So the first place to find the links is in the right side video editor, if you can help me, because I think the video gets flipped. So whichever side, there's an icon in the corner, and if you put your mouse over that, you click it, and if you're on your phone, same thing, and it will open up videos or links that we're talking about. So we will have Stephanie's tour there. Secondly, we will put them in the description down below. Now, the description doesn't open up until you click.
It's very confusing. Just do this.
Just like cram your thumb until you find it. No, but really, I'm going to be, you know what I'm going to start doing? I think I'm going to make all the links in a pinned comment, because that is the easiest place to find it.
That's a great idea.
So let's just do that. We had to take a slight shift in filming locations, and to be honest, it's a completely new day, which sometimes happens because
life is lifing.
Interruptions, kids, projects. But we are back with our Q&A. And the next question, the last video I was bragging on you and how people love your style. They've been commenting quite often. I think we have like 50 or 60 comments asking for outfit links. And we've referenced this in almost every Q&A, which, by the way, I will link all the Q&As down in a playlist below. But Mom shops strictly local.
Yep, shop local. So I love little boutiques where I can go in and everyone knows my name and I know their name and they dress me. And so I can't even take credit. But we love Groovies, and you can shop Groovies online. They're in Rockwall, Texas. Mm-hmm. We love Girlfriends. It's Cheryl in Rowlett, Texas. And Wisp and Willow in Rowlett, Texas. Who else do we love?
I don't know. You kind of go around any downtown that you can
Yep.
see, you love to pop in all the
Yes, not the mall girl.
time. You're not a mall girl.
Never.
Just little tiny boutiques. She just loves to pop in.
And I wish I could tell y'all, oh, this is going to be available, but you know, sometimes I'm wearing something from the 1900s.
No, not the 1900s, but you do buy quality things, so you
And
do.
I keep them a long time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I did try to put her on some Amazon finds, and that just wasn't your.
It doesn't work.
No,
I don't know why, but
you're just not
I
into
can't
it.
pull it off.
No, I don't think it's you can't pull it up. You're just not into it.
Yeah, but you look good you can order online and you look great in anything you order online. I don't think you've had a fail.
Well, I don't have time to go into a boutique,
I
so
know,
there's
I
no
know.
option
Yeah.
but to shop online because I will have to haul 3 kids in to go shop in a boutique. This question was actually from our summer patio video, and they asked, where did you find those lights that you put in the hanging lantern? So speaking of online shopping, those were actually from Amazon, and I feel like you could use those in a lot of different ways. So we have Labor Day this weekend, so maybe you're barbecuing. That might be a fun thing to decorate your back patio and light either lanterns, or you just stick them in something. You could either use them like twinkle lights and
Yeah, they weren't expensive, and that's good because they don't really last.
we
They're-
didn't turn them off.
No. The little lights last.
But they're asking about the lights.
Oh, okay. But we put them in lanterns that were paper lanterns that really don't get more than a few uses.
Unless you're gentle.
Yes, and you don't have squirrels.
Mom and her squirrel problems. Okay, so this was actually from our most recent video. The question is, I want to put wallpaper or board and batten or both on my walls, but I have orange peel textured walls. Would it look odd with that texture?
Well, it depends. I mean, we've used a very quality thick paper that we've done over orange peel that was very light. So it really depends on, is your orange peel like really kind of thick and chunky?
Yeah.
And then it's a simple sand.
You can sand it down.
I think you would be better to do that so that it doesn't show through, especially if you're going to buy and invest in a quality wallpaper.
Yeah.
And then our painter does take, after he sands, he smooths.
He does a skim coat. on the
Skim
wall,
coat.
which skim coat helps the wallpaper stick. So
Yes.
I don't think you have to, but if you're only doing wallpaper in one room, then it's probably a good investment. I have done wallpaper on texture in every room that I have wallpaper in, and you can't really notice because I got thicker wallpaper. So I would definitely say traditional wallpaper that you glue on would be better in this scenario because peel and stick is not very forgiving when it comes to texture. It shows almost everything. So I think there's so many different factors. How thick is your or how obvious is your orange peel? Do you have access to a good painter that can sand it down and do a little skim coat? Is it a small space, big space? Are you going to want to change it? Are you also particular to details? So some people,
Yes, very picky people probably want to definitely sand that down. But I also want to say with the wainscoting, scotting, you don't have to take that orange peel off. Like, it just depends on how you feel about that. But again, I just did picture panel molding straight over my orange peel.
Which, okay, yours was really light, so you got away
Yeah.
with it. But most of the time people put up paneling and then, so the
Right.
wall's completely flat, and then put the trim on top of that.
Yes.
So again, there are so many different factors. If you are DIYing, these are questions to ask yourself. But if you are hiring a professional, they should be able to answer that and let you know what they think based on your texture. In that video, many people are saying they've been traumatized by wallpaper.
Oh, I get it. Especially older people. I mean, I think younger people haven't been through the trauma that older people of peeling it off. But they do have techniques these days that are way more efficient in taking down wallpaper. So I'm going to say, don't be scared.
Don't be scared.
Don't be scared.
Well, and I think the biggest thing in home, which I've been thinking about just this week, is it is so it's such a blessing to have a good list of professionals so that when you do make a mistake, a painter can remove wallpaper and we don't have to have trauma. So maybe you live with your wallpaper for 8 years and then you invest a little bit to take it down or swap it out or whatever. But we have a painter, he's an investment. He's not the cheapest in the world, but he's also, we're not getting taken advantage of. It's also, it's a...
But you probably, I don't know if you would know this, but part of the trauma comes from older homes that have like several different layers, like layer upon layer upon layer. And then
I've never had to take off wallpaper, so I genuinely do not know how traumatic is it?
It's pretty traumatic. Yeah, I mean, especially like I said, if you have like multiple layers of wallpaper, it can be pretty crazy.
Like we need to go to counseling crazy or what? Okay, so we did a video about tile and gave you suggestions or actually you could steal the combinations of tile that we've used in projects recently. And one of the questions was, what's the best way to clean tile? Now, I don't feel like my tile gets dirty. I feel like grout gets dirty.
Grout, and then some people really don't like any film on their shower glass. And so they've got the squeegees, which I've seen them use on the tile as well.
Yeah.
I don't own a squeegee. I don't feel like it gets dirty enough for it to bother me, and I just clean my house every 2 weeks.
She has a cleaning lady.
I have a cleaning lady. Yeah, since we were poor people.
Mom!
No, I mean, my cleaning lady has been my number one best investment.
I don't think poor is a good phrase.
Okay, not poor. I would say,
people are
struggle busing. We had a difficult...
You were just young and you were starting a business. And you didn't have
resources, and I just fed the children beans and had a cleaning lady. This is real. This is honesty. And I love my cleaning lady, and
she's amazing.
She's amazing.
But I think in general, we are seeing a lot of people do different grouts. So I am actually looking into epoxy grout to see if that's easier to clean. In general, I have seen Branch Basics be a great thing to use on the tile and the grout, and it's clean, not got the chemicals in it.
We're kind of crunchy.
I wish I had a better, this is exactly how you do it, but...
And we're just not, I would say we're not super particular about, I mean, we're clean, but we're not like...
OCD?
OCD.
Yeah. So this was actually from a Christmas home tour, which this is so bizarre. Our Christmas videos are getting so many views right now, and I don't understand. Are we doing this already, guys?
Yes, we're doing it.
We're doing Christmas already.
I bought pine cones.
Well, you can use pine cones for the fall.
But I know, but I had Christmas in mind.
You're wild. But the question was about, remember at the house for the Rockwell Holiday Home Tour, there was a sink and a wallpaper, and it was matching.
We've talked about this. It's amazing. I can't remember the name of the gal that did it.
She says, I think you're referring to Cheryl Wagner.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cheryl Wagner.
So she's a wallpaper designer. So I just thought, she just said, are you referring to her? But I just thought, I didn't know who we were referring to.
Well, if I build a new home someday, I'm going to call Cheryl Wagner.
Is she still in biz?
No, she's not. But they still do that. They still create sinks and wallpapers and stuff.
Well, we did see the amazing checkerboard sink in the Waddell house, which was in McKinney, and it was fabulous. And it was actually, I linked it, and we referred to it as a Mackenzie Childs.
Yes.
It's not.
Well, no, it just has that pattern.
It has that pattern. It is vintage, one of a kind, only one in the United States.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Really?
No, I've seen similar, but it honestly is hard to source. Okay. It's like Dutch or something.
Oh, from the Dutch.
Yes. So
they do better.
They do it better.
They do.
They do
all the
things. We just call other countries to make stuff for us. We need to step up our skills.
We really do.
Yeah.
For sure. Well, we have gotten some great quality products recently from
Yeah, we got some Made in America upholstery recently.
Upholstery and tile.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
What tile?
The tile that's just down the road on 30, the Vickery Wholesale.
Oh, Riyadh. They're amazing. Yeah, I got some clips of that last time. They were great. So, if you have more questions, let us know. We will be doing that once a month. So this is the last week of the month. So we will be doing it the last week of September. If you want to listen to more Q&As, I will have them in a playlist. Thank you to Printful for sponsoring today's video. Thank you for Mom for being so funny.
Oh, thank you for thanking me for being okay. Well, we love y'all, and we hope you have a wonderful
Labor Day.
Labor Day. Well, are we going to post before Labor Day?
We're going to post Sunday, so I think Labor Day is September.
Yeah, happy Labor Day.
Is Labor Day on Monday?
Monday.
Yeah, Labor Day. Happy Labor Day. Happy whenever you're watching this day. We think every day should be a great day, so.
Yeah, make it great.
My principal used to say, make it a great day or not, the choice is yours.